Hello everyone, how are you all? Thank you so much that you are all watching my YouTube channel and my class or lecture. Many of you are gaining, I think. That is the sign I get that you are watching my YouTube channel. Thank you once again. And these days we are busy learning the chapter 5 of class 7 social science. As I said, since this chapter is quite lengthy chapter, I have divided this chapter into three parts. The first part I have already discussed you, and the second part yesterday I taught you all about the Magadha, the Bihar, how it grew into powerful empire, and then Ajatasattu, the first ruler of the empire, and then second I have also discussed Nanda dynasty, and thirdly I have also discussed Maurya empire. The founder was the Chandragupta. Okay, and then with that we have not ended with this chapter. Today, the last part of the chapter 5, the rise of empire, I want to start and finish it today itself. With this third part and the last part of the chapter, with this we will end today, and then next class we will be starting the next chapter, that is the age of reorganization, chapter 6, that I will be talking to you. So coming to the chapter, the last part, the third part is the last part of the chapter. In this part, we will be discussing again that Maurya Empire. The Maurya Empire, last emperor or last king was the great king, so-called Ashoka the Great. Ashoka the Great ruled peacefully in 268 BC to 232 BC. My dear children, you will be surprising or you will be confusing how this 268 BC to 232 BC, how it is counted backwards. In BC period, we need to count to backwards because we have a certain event that is AD and BC, that participation or partition you know very well. AD means after the birth of Jesus Christ. AD is known as Anno Domini, or from there AD starts, a common era starts. And before that, BCE means that before common era. Therefore, the Jesus Christ's birth becomes an event. Therefore, in order to reach that event, we have to subtract or minus 1 year, and reach to that event. Therefore, 268 BC to 232 BCE. So it minus and subtracting and reaching to that event, so to say, first AD or the birth of Jesus Christ. That is the reason the BC is counted backwards. This concept is clear, I suppose. And during the period of Mauryan empires, Ashoka the Great, the last empire, reigned powerfully. He expanded his territories towards Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. And even he spread his message of peace to Sri Lanka and North Korea, South Korea, even Japan. That all detail it is not mentioned, but if you just research in NCERT solutions, so you will get the detailed knowledge of it. And this is what Ashoka the Great, he expanded his territory. And then, my dear students, Ashoka the Great also ruled everywhere, so to say, every nook and corner of the country, Indian subcontinent. When he ventures towards Odisha or Kalinga, he wanted to have a battle or have a Kalinga war or battle against Odisha or against Kalinga. He fought vehemently, ferociously, that the lot of innocent lives were just destroyed. Devastation, destruction happened. He witnessed lot of death and cry. That's what Ashoka the Great promised and said, edict of Ashoka. This word you keep in mind, edict of Ashoka. That means he with authority he announces that thereafter he will never ever have any battle against any kingdom. That's the decision Ashoka the Great takes, and he wanted to establish peace. See here, he opted peace to establish in his own kingdom. How great! Great Ashoka the Great king in the history of the world, in the history of India, ever known and forever known and famous. This is what he stops his battle with the Kalinga war, witnessing lot of death, lot of devastation that made him cry also, made him mourn, and he stops war and opts to establish peace and harmony in his kingdom. My dear children, Kalinga war is known in the history. That already I have said or I explained you. Emissary means there is another word, emissary. Ashoka the Great was not satisfied establishing or giving like dictum as peace establishing in his kingdom, unless his message of peace reached to different parts of the world. Even Ashoka the Great sent to his people with the mission to spread Dhamma. What is Dhamma? Dhamma means the teaching of Gautam Buddha. As you know, second part of the video, I have talked about Vardhaman Mahavira and then great Gautam Buddha. They were the religious leaders who brought religious values and taught religious values to the whole empire, so-called particularly Magadha, the Bihar, the great empire. My dear students, so therefore emissary, the word emissary means authoritatively. Ashoka the Great King sent his people with a mission to spread Dhamma. Dhamma means teachings of Gautam Buddha. What is the teachings of Gautam Buddha? Sometimes question may ask, or in the exam you may get question, what are the teachings of Gautam Buddha? Don't write only teachings of Gautam Buddha is Dhamma. Not only Dhamma. What does it mean? Dhamma means teaching about peace and non-violence. Non-violence, not going against anyone, or not plotting, or not making a plot to destroy someone. That is the meaning of Dhamma or non-violence. And to establish peace and non-violence in his kingdom and to the neighboring countries and kingdoms. That is the meaning of emissary. And Ashoka accepted the concept of Kautilya's Saptangas. Yesterday I have talked, and yesterday I taught you also regarding Kautilya's, who was Kautilya, an intelligent person, a wise person during the period of Mauryan Empire. He wrote a book called Arthashastra. Again, we need to refer. History is, my dear student, everywhere connected. If you catch hold of only one concept, it may not be sufficient. History is not with date and time only. History is a subject, or it is connected towards other knowledges. Concept is the great thing that we need to learn in the study of history. Not only date, time, what, when, which, that is of course you need to keep in mind. But when you are learning with clearing your concept clearing your concept regarding a subject matter, then you are learning history actually. Otherwise, it is half learned. It is half learned. Therefore, Saptanga, yesterday I was talking in the video 2 or part 2 of the same chapter. What is Saptanga means? That Saptangas, again I am repeating, of course I have taught you in the video 2 or same chapter, part 2. Saptangas means this concept of a kingdom. There are 7 angas, Saptangas, 7 part which a king or an empire must have. That yesterday I have talked. I am not going to elaborate this matter. And where Saptanga concept was mentioned in the book of Arthashastra. Who mentioned? Kautilya, the wise person during the period of Chandragupta or Mauryan Empire. Ashoka accepted the concept of Kautilya as model of an empire. That already I said. Life in the Mauryan period. My dear student, what was the common people were doing? Ordinary people were doing, how they were living during the period of Ashoka's period, or the last Mauryan empire or emperor Ashoka the Great. What the other common people, the ordinary people, the common citizens were doing? Were they happy? Obviously. As we said, Mauryan Empire was the golden era, golden period. People were very happy. They were available, things were available with the goods, food and grain was available. The road facilities, the houses were constructed well, set up. The water facilities, whatever amenities, whatever useful materials for livelihood, everything was available. And that time, obviously people were busy with agriculture and other professions. Agriculture, of course, agriculture is the backbone of the economics of Mauryan Empire. That is nothing to escape. Agriculture was the backbone of their economics. And then other professions means maybe jeweler, maybe crafter, blacksmiths, the designers, architectures, every work was done. Other professions, this is the thing. Other profession means that other occupation having people were also living happily. And beauty and perfection of art and sculptures, my God, perfection, beauty, so beautiful designs, so beautiful art and craft work, so beautiful sculptures were arted, were made that time during the period of Ashoka the Great. That is why he is known as Ashoka the Great King, or Mauryan Empire, the empire of the golden era. That's what I have been talking and I am teaching you also. There is also, we need to keep in mind, it's competitive, it comes 4 lion head. What this 4 lion head sculptures symbolizes? This 4 lion head symbolizes the royal power. Royal power is not Royal Bengal tiger, or royal power means a royal power of a king, not alone the royal power of the king. Royal power, the 4 lion heads symbolizes the royal power of the empire, the people's power, the ordinary common people's power, the king's power, the whole empire's power. The royal power is the symbolization of the 4-headed lion. That is art and sculpture work you can see. And the next point also, another work we need to keep in mind, that Dharma Chakra. What is Dharma Chakra? Dharma Chakra means it is also artwork or sculptural work. We need to keep in mind what is Dharma Chakra. It may be asked. Even competitors, those are preparing for exams. Those are for competitive exams. Keep in mind what does it mean, and who was the last emperor of the Mauryan Empire? Ashoka the Great. And thereafter who comes, that he reconstructs the age of the reorganization. The chapter 6 I will be talking in detail. If not in detail, my dear children, the solid and valid points I will be projecting on my board. You need to just be clever and attentive to my class and watch it. Definitely you are winner, not the loser, I am sure. And then royal power, this chapter, Dharma Chakra. Dharma Chakra means the teachings of Gautam Buddha. Teachings of Gautam Buddha. Now, indirectly or directly question will come. What is Dharma Chakra? Dharma Chakra means teachings of Gautam Buddha. What is teachings of Gautam Buddha? What does it mean, teachings of Gautam Buddha? Or what do you mean the teaching by the teachings of Gautam Buddha? Gautam Buddha's teaching was Dhamma. What is Dhamma? Dhamma means peace and non-violence. That's what great Gautam Buddha also have taught. My dear students, I am very happy you are watching my video also, and you have to watch. You are a gainer, not the loser. And with this, we are not completing, but for timing, the chapter 5, 7th class social study, the rise of empires, we are completing here. Completing here all the hard words, all the phrases, all the clauses, and all the question and answers of this chapter you can find below given description box. And you need to write it, learn it, and gain from this YouTube channel and out of my small class. And before we stop, I will urge you to do something very special. You need to love my class or lecture, and you need to like it also, and then you need to share to your friends. And the last one is, if you wish, you can subscribe the channel, so that I will be very happy. And stay tuned. We will be meeting in the next chapter. That is chapter 6. I will be teaching the age of reorganization, where Shunga dynasty is coming, Satavahanas are coming, Cholas are coming, Pandyas are coming. That all detail I will be teaching to you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye. Stay tuned.